The survival training course on Nexus Station was meant to be challenging, but not dangerous. Yet somehow, during the zero-gravity equipment drill, a piece of shrapnel from a malfunctioning practice drone had sliced clean through David Torres's forearm. His Quilaxian classmate, VSH, shrieked, a sound that pierced 3 octaves. Medic! Emergency! The human is bleeding. Blood droplets floated in the low-gravity environment, forming crimson spheres that drifted lazily through the air. The wound was deep, nearly 4 inches long, exposing muscle tissue beneath. David caught a few blood droplets with his other hand, examining the gash with detached curiosity. Huh. That's gonna need stitches. You're in shock. Pip, the Centaurian instructor, fluttered toward him on gossamer wings, emergency beacon already activated. Don't move. Medical teams are. Nah, I'm good. David propelled himself toward the equipment locker, leaving a trail of floating blood behind him. Just need the first aid kit. The entire class, 17 different species, watched in horrified fascination as the human retrieved a small white box. His movements were steady, almost casual, despite the wound that would have incapacitated most oxygen-breathing lifeforms. You require immediate surgical intervention. VSH's scales had turned the pale yellow of extreme distress. That injury has compromised your muscular structure. David pulled out antiseptic spray, a curved needle, and synthetic thread. Yeah, it's not great. Probably should have been paying more attention. He sprayed the wound, not even flinching as the antiseptic foamed. But I've had worse. Worse? The entire class spoke in unison. Threading the needle with one hand while using his teeth to hold the thread end, David began stitching. The needle pierced his own flesh with methodical precision, in, through, out, pull tight. His jaw clenched slightly, but his hands never shook. Once fell through a barn roof when I was 12, he said conversationally, working the needle through another section. 32 stitches. Dad taught me how to do it myself after the second time I got cut open on the ranch. Stitch. Pull. Tie. Wait, MX Trowel, the void-born philosophy student, spoke with trembling telepathic waves. Your parental unit taught you to wound yourself repeatedly, as education? Taught me to fix myself, David corrected, halfway through the closure. Can't always get to a doctor. Sometimes you're hours from help. Sometimes there is no help. So you learn to handle it. The class watched in stunned silence as he completed the final stitch, tied it off, and applied a clean bandage. The entire procedure took 6 minutes. His breathing barely elevated. Instructor Pip's wings had stopped fluttering entirely. Your species regularly performs self-surgery? I mean, it's not exactly surgery. David flexed his fingers, testing mobility. Just basic field medicine. Every ranch kid learns it. Hell, my grandma once stitched up her own leg after a farming accident and finished her chores before heading to the hospital. You're describing acts of desperate survival as routine childhood education, VSH whispered. David shrugged, wincing slightly at the movement. Humans are tough, I guess. We had to be. Took us thousands of years to go from barely surviving to reaching the stars. We learned to patch ourselves up and keep moving, because stopping meant dying. He grinned at their horrified faces. Besides, this is nothing. You should see what people do in combat zones or emergency situations. The medical team finally arrived, scanning him with advanced instruments. They found the stitching adequate, even commendable by professional standards. As they left, one medic muttered to another, "Note in the file, humans are apparently immortal and insane." David heard it and laughed, then immediately regretted it as the movement pulled his stitches. Worth it, though.